Hi friends, welcome back to Farm 812. I'm Stacy. Today I am preparing some rice for long-term storage. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me and show you exactly how I do that. There are several different methods, but this is what works best for me and my family. So I purchased a large 20-pound bag of long grain white rice, and I've had that bag of rice in the freezer now for 5 days. It's recommended that you freeze rice, beans, lentils, those sort of things if you're going to store them long term, oats as well, that you put them in the freezer for 3 to 5 days. And that is to kill off any larvae or beetles or anything that might have laid eggs within those. It can occur. I've never personally had it happen, but I always take this measure just to make sure that we're safe. And I tend to err on the side of caution, so I tend to do the 5-day freeze versus 3. But again, you can do your own research on that and determine what you feel comfortable with. I've just always done it for the 5 days. So this particular bag of rice has been in the freezer for 5 days. And so now I'm going to place it in my long-term storage container. And so I have this very large plastic container. This used to hold animal crackers in it. So I'm not sure of how many ounces it holds, but it will certainly hold this 20-pound bag of rice. And it will hold it long term. By placing it in this container with the lid that seals tight and all of that, this rice will be safe for a minimum of 5 years. If I left it just in the bag that it comes in, that give you about 2 years. That's what's safely recommended. This will give me 5+, but a minimum of the 5. Now, if you want to go a step further as well, if you place your rice in a container like this and also place an oxygen absorber, that will get you 10+ years. We go through rice pretty quickly, so that's not necessarily needed for us at this time. Doing this method and getting the 5+ years, that's fine. We rotate this pretty quickly, so I'd be surprised if we got a couple of years out of this. But like I said, I tend to err on the side of caution, so by doing it this way, I know we're safe for 5, even though I don't intend to have it on hand quite that long. Now, as you can see in my container, I've removed all the labels. If you missed my video on that, I'm going to link it down in the description. You can go take a look to see how to remove those labels. This is ready now for me to create my own new label for it. And on that, I will not only be listing what the item is, but also the date that I placed it in here for storage. So just in case we start pushing beyond, or close to that 5-year point, I'll know. I also have a 5-pound bag of the basmati rice. And so I'll be doing that with a smaller container as well. But again, this went into the freezer for the same length of time, even though it's not 20 pounds, it's only 5. It was in there for 5 days. So let me show you exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, so I have my scissors here. I am just going to cut off the edge of one of the bag to create a little spout where I can pour this easily. Now it does take a little finagling for me since I'm not ultra strong, and this is a 20-pound bag, so I have to go slowly so that I don't end up spilling it. Okay, as you can see, it's looking like it's getting quite full, and I still have, some rice left in my bag, no problem. We're gonna do a shakedown method. So basically just giving the container a little bit of a shake. And that's taken it down quite a bit. Now I have room for what's left. I may have to do another shake. Let's see here. So there you go, all in the container now. Just screw on the lid. There you go, safe for a minimum of 5 years. That's how simple long-term storage for rice, beans, oats, and so forth is. Just don't forget to freeze them to kill off any of those larvae that could be, eggs that could be left in those foods. Let's face it, a lot of our foods here in the US are imported, so you just never know what's happened along that journey. So there you go. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the 5-pound bag of basmati. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer those just as quickly as possible. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. That helps me and it's free for you. And if you'll hit the subscribe button, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. So I'm going to be doing a series on how I do certain foods for long-term storage. Don't want to miss out on those. And don't forget, I've posted in the comments below how to remove those labels. Go give that a watch as well. Thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I'll be praying for you.